الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين.
We rinse first. Now this is the way of the Prophet. It's an external practice symbolic of the internal purification process. According to Islam, the Creator is with those who purify themselves.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Allahu Akbar. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. We give thanks to the God, Creator, sustainable. We ask for guidance. It's just to remind us and to realign us and also to unify us. It's almost contradictory with the environment I'm living in and what I'm trying to live. I was brought up in the church. Christianity was my family's claimed faith, but I saw this massive inconsistency. Well, over 5 years ago, I didn't know anything about Islam, so I had to look up in the phone book.
And he comes to the people just to make himself a pious man and a famous man and a great man. He will tell them, I saw Prophet ﷺ, or I saw the angel, or I saw this man, or the other. He saw nothing.
I embraced Islam before September 11, so that made it a little easier for 2 years, but people usually talk far more behind my back than to my face.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ya Allah, rabbana lakal hamd. Rabbana lakal hamd. Allahu Akbar.
In the Quran it says to fight those who fight you in the way they fight you. But don't go too far. Don't go beyond the boundaries. Well, jihad means struggling for what's right and best. So, standing up for truth, standing up against the bully could be jihad. Fighting your lusts. The message of the prophets wasn't to run away from conflict. It was to deal with things. You must remember that David didn't run away from Goliath. I can see and have been able to see how graffiti, a lot of it has been taken and inspired from Islamic art. The wild style, Ando Nova, rapping around with the letters. Just trying to inspire, just to keep elevating not just the style but the content, substance. Most images of Mary, peace be upon her, she's wearing a scarf.
I was born in Pakistan. I lived quite a few years in Japan, and so I was raised there, and then we moved here to New Zealand. So I've pretty much been, overseas all my life.
Nuns wear a scarf out of modesty. I don't see America going into nunneries trying to liberate the nuns.
I think a lot of the representation of Islam in the media is cultural. So majority of it is not representing Islam, the religion. The media tends to hone in on the negative things, which obviously sells a lot more than the positive things. How the mosques are set up around Auckland are that they have special areas for women, so they don't feel uncomfortable in any sense. They're certainly not allowed to not go in the main area of the mosque. Hijab is the covering, basically, of a male and a female in a lot of ways, not just your dress, but also your behavior and how you act with other people. It's a form of submission to God. Most Muslims, their life revolves around how they submit to God, the one God that they believe in. Men cover in a different way. There's different aspects of what they need to cover and how they need to behave. I guess when you're born Muslim, you don't really think about it much, but as you grow up and you make the choices in your life, that's when you realize that that's what you want to be. And the Muslim is what I want to be, yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of Muslims, they don't open the doors for people to know what Muslims really are all about and what Islam is really about. So I think I would open my doors for them to get to know me more. Yeah.
One who serves the Creator. It's the basic meaning of Islam. People call me Abdullah. It means servant of the compassionate. I don't believe in a big guy in the sky, but I believe that we return to where we come from, and through that comes accountability.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس